6 LFC Reds TV, so the transfer deadline is finally closed. Honestly, probably the best transfer window Liverpool have probably ever done, particularly in my lifetime. The amount of money spent, like 445 million or something like that, but we did recoup probably like 230 million. But massive deal, breaking the transfer record on deadline day, bringing in Alexander-Isak for 125 million. Crazy money, especially after spending 100 million on Wirtz, the Ekitike money. The only disappointment, and it is a slight disappointment, was that we didn't sign Mark Guehi. Palace pulled out last second. It was all paperwork had been submitted. It was all ready. He was just sitting there waiting. We were sitting there waiting for it all to be agreed on, and Palace pulled out at the last second, purely down to the manager, I think, probably threatened to leave to hand in his resignation if they sold Guehi. I think the club, obviously, like they've come out and said, Steve Parish has always said that they need the money. They can't let him go on a free. Obviously, they're going to lose money now because we'll offer less come January. And obviously, European teams can start sniffing around on a free transfer. You know, like Real Madrid, Barcelona, they love a free transfer, don't they? So they're probably going to be sniffing around. But hopefully, with everything agreed now, it will just be the case we sign him in January. A bit like Van Dijk's issue. You know, when we tried signing him in the summer, obviously got leaked in it, then they flat out refused, and then we got him in January. So fingers crossed, as soon as the transfer window opens in January, we get Mark Guehi. We're a little bit lightweight centre in the central defence, but we've got 4 defenders. The only issue is like everyone keeps saying on telly, if Van Dijk gets injured, but then Gomez can step up. When these players are not injured, they're very good. You know, Konate, when he's on form, he's very good. His form just this season has been terrible, but albeit that he hasn't signed a new contract, but we deal with that in January as well, you know, or if he goes on a free, he goes in a free in the summer, but we need him to hit form because he keeps playing like he is. No one's going to really want to sign him because he hasn't been great. But Van Dijk, we just got to make sure we wrap him up in cotton wool for every game. I would leave him out of like the league when we play League Cup and all that stuff. He don't need to be playing in that. We've got that Leoni, he can come in. But we've got other players that can play centre back like Endo, Robertson. They can all come in. Even Gravenberch can come in centre back. But yeah, going back to the transfer window, mind blowing. If someone would have said to me when we was at Anfield last game of the season, and then the next day watching the parade, that we'd sign these players, spend this amount of money, I thought you were crazy. But it's just been outstanding. You know, everyone has improved. Arsenal bought players. Arsenal got strength in depth now. Keep buying more defenders, but they've got more attacking options. Even though the game on Sunday when we beat Arsenal 1-0 at Anfield, they had all the attacking players seem to be on the bench. So Arteta, I think, needs to learn how to use these attacking players really. But yeah, we win that game. That's massive. Soboslai's free kick, outstanding, wasn't it? I think that was the only way we was ever going to win that game. It was so no teams. I don't think he was ever going to score from open play in that game. But the 3 points is all that matters. 9 points from 9 is outstanding. I was kind of hoping it would have been 7 from 7. So 9 from 9 is outstanding. And I think with the players that we've brought in, hopefully, it's just we need to navigate injury issues. But yeah, so if we can get lucky again with that, then I think we're on a very good chance. I kind of want an invincible season now. You know, you're just being greedy. I want the league top. We want to be undefeated the whole season. But the squad we've got now is just ridiculous. And if we can add Guehi in January, you know, that is perfect, solid all over the pitch. And I just think it's ours to lose, really. But yeah, all in all, fantastic transfer window. What would you rate our transfer window out of 10? For me, definite 10 out of 10. Well, maybe like 9.5 out of 10 because we didn't get Guehi, but that would have been a 10 out of 10 window. But I think overall, we've got to be ecstatic. You know, FSG run this club superbly. And when they do, when they want them players, they go and get them. Like we did years ago with Becker, Alisson and Van Dijk. You know, when the players that they want are there, they'll go out and spend the money. No problems. And I just think, yeah, everyone that was always FSG out, you know, I think you've had a bit of humble pie. Because I think we've got the best managers or best owners in the Premier League and probably world football, the way they're run the club. You know, Anfield being redone, everything around it, and the training ground, they've done outstanding. And ticket prices obviously haven't gone up as well; they're still frozen, so which is fantastic. But yeah, all in all, fantastic transfer window. Really happy. It's a great start to the season. It's just a shame we're going into international break now, so we've got the boring internationals to watch. But hopefully, none of Liverpool players come back injured. Isak's gone off to Sweden, join up with the Sweden team. So fingers crossed he gets a bit of match sharpness back from playing in them games. I don't think he will play a lot, but as long as no injuries, come back fresh. I think it's Burnley away next game, which I think we just go out and just smash them as much as we can. But yeah, all in all, fantastic start to the season. Like in the previous videos, I've had some issues with Klopp's substitutions and when he does them, but at least my Chiesa is getting minutes now. I just love it when he's on the pitch. If he ain't involved in the goals, when the way he celebrates, it's just like a little kid. It's like how I would celebrate if I was on that pitch. He's just amazing to see. It's infectious to see. But yeah, we've got a great squad depth now, and fingers crossed we have a really good season. Try and win as much as we can. Champions League again would be lovely. But yeah, I just think why other teams are in transition like City. I think this is our time now to just win as much as we can and just pull away from every other team. But yeah, can't grumble. Like I said, 9.5 out of 10 transfer window. Would have been 10 if Mark Guehi would have signed, but that's not our fault. We've done everything that we could possibly do. But yeah, so enjoy the rest of your week. Enjoy the international break as best you can, and I'll see you back on the next one.